Hi, good morning and welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie and this is So Stitch So Nat. This is Flosstube 65 and it is Friday the 24th of October and it's been about 4 weeks since my last video. As you can tell, it's quite sunny here. This channel is predominantly about cross stitch, although sometimes I do show other little things, but today's all about the cross stitch. And mine's gone wandering. I have one finish. I think there's about 13 whips. A fair bit of fall again, and lots of plans. I've got notes in front of me. I'm going to need to stop saying if you're returning, thank you for spending some time with me today, and if you're new and like what you see, like and subscribe. I tend to do one video a month, although that will change in December when I do my end of year whip parade. Not sure if I'm going to include the finish parade within that, so we'll see. And it will be 3 or 4 years Flosstube anniversary next time. I need to check that. I've got a feeling it might be 4, you know. I definitely don't want to watch that first video. So let's get started. So my finish, I've just realised everything's out of reach. And if you see this funny light, it's the sunlight bouncing off the car onto the wall. So this was the stitch that I took on from a family member that no longer stitched. It was this Pinn kit, and it's on a 14 count white Ada with all the kit threads. I did actually have to restart it. Couldn't follow the chart, what had gone on, but luckily there was enough threads to get me through. And I need to buy a frame for this, so hopefully in the next video you'll see this fully finished. If not, it'll be in my... I've already gifted it by the time December comes back round. So yeah, need to get my skates on with that. I haven't actually chosen a frame for it yet, so we'll see. It also needs washed and ironed, which I've not done yet. I've got a lot of framing to do. Most of the frames I've already got, apart from the husband's Binky in Death, which I showed last time as a finish. So I need to decide what I'm going to do with that one. So that was my finish. Next, let's move on to monthly goals. So this is a goal to get finished. Well, it was the end of November. I might be pushing it quite a lot because this week I haven't really stitched on it, just due to other issues. And I should have taken this out of the queues now. Hang on a second, because I have moved around a lot and spent a lot of time on this thing. I think it's roughly 60%, just based on the number of squares that have got stitches in, just so I could roughly work out where I was. So I have almost reached the edge. Oh no, I can't see. Oh, this is definitely a bit of a beast now, isn't it? It's on a 25 count black Lugana, and I'm stitching it 2 over 2 with the Col 4, or the kit thread, and that is what it's looking like. So on this left hand side. So that is the bottom. So as you can tell, I've got quite a swathe of thread still to go, but this side, that's the edge there, and I've only got a little bit to go into there. So you can see it from there. Yeah, but it kind of swoops down there and then goes across the bottom. And my son wants this, youngest son, wants this made into a big pillow. I say pillow, cushion. I have the fabric to make the cushion. I have got a load of stuff in, but I think yeah, it might be a range Dunelm job to get some more stuff in, because otherwise that's a whole load of stuff in. Like the whole bag's gone. I know, is it Pam from Ditsy Daisy Crafts was saying, yeah, just, or maybe it was Lynn, I'm blanking, the Cheshire Stitcher, said just, yeah, just get some cushions and just take it out of there. Just fine. We need some more cushions anyway, but the stuffing was from Amazon, so it was a nice cushion. It's nice. It's now got a nice weight to it and springiness to it, so I might go and see if they've got some of them in a bigger one. If not, I'll just go back to Dunelm or the range. So that's that one. So yeah, the dog project was originally a monthly goal, so that's complete. So we've got Darth Vader and we've got Squirtle, which is the Pokémon one. I'm sure it's Squirtle I've got left. Yeah, Squirtle. He's not as into the Pokemon, but he definitely still wants them because he's asked me about it, so hey ho. Sorry, there is hanging threads on there. And he wants to know what it looked like. These were on Etsy, they're not available anymore. That's not the one I'm looking for. I've still got one completed in there. So it was embroidery for kids art. And this is an 18 count black Ada, 2/1, Call 4 DMC. But as you can see, there's only 3 colours in all of them actually. And definitely more than one skein of the electric blue that you can see there. But yeah, once I get into rhythm, it's fine. I just need to pick it up. I think there's about 7,000 stitches, if I remember rightly, in total. So yeah, easier to stitch on than Darth Vader, but equally needs to get done for Christmas. But luckily with that, I've got the frame. I can just, like, as soon as it's done, I've got the mount board, which was the problem I had last year, and I still haven't fully finished Balpazar. So yeah, it's sat there waiting, like with the frame, just haven't fully finished it. We'll see if I get time next week to do that. And so next I started trying to do like a bake-off challenge, although I'm lagging behind because I spent a lot of time on Darth Vader and then life got in the way. So I'll show you what I've got. So I've got another 5 projects for that. So the first one was blue Geisha, which I started 2nd or 3rd of September as like a back to school one. This is by Joan, Elliot, and I got this from Flosstubers. For my American viewers, I know that you can now get these off 123 Stitch as a PDF. Unfortunately, it's not available in the UK. I did look. And I was missing a couple of threads, so I've got the threads are in whole, so I need to add them to this, but that's where I'm at. So literally I started in the middle. I think it's that flower I'm coming up on. No, it's got to be that flower, hasn't it? And the fabric's from Flosstubers as well, and it's a Atlantic 32 count Murano Lagana. Absolutely love this, and looking forward to stitching on that. I think it has got, I don't remember, it's got bees. It's definitely got some Krynic or oh, what's the other one called? Yeah, Mill Hill beads. Yeah, and Krynic. So I just need to put the threads that, oops, I'm missing a sheet, threads that came in whole with this. Next was the Touch of Magic sale, which I got as a sale and didn't sell it. Start along, not stitch along, start along. So I've got all the kit supplies, and this was the even weave. It looks like a 32 rather than a 28, but I can't remember. And I've not even finished part 1, but the word treat is done. So I need to come across here and start on trick next time I pick it up. So it's still got some stitches owed for the bake off. In fact, I think all the projects I'm showing might have that as well. And that's Caterpillar cross stitch. Next one was the Love Quilts Unicorn sale. If you want to know more about Love Quilts, I'll put the link below. So this is a charity one. You can't buy it, you've got to like stitch from the files and then send them in. It's on a 14 count Ada with 2 strands of DMC over 1. I haven't got a finished picture to show you, but I'm currently working on part 3 of this sow that's from 2 years ago, I think. So yeah, it will eventually get done and sent. I did do another piece, but I know they changed the dimensions of the fabric, so I need to check that's still okay. Might not be. In which case I'll probably just keep it if it can't be used, or contact them and see if they can make any use of it. If not, yeah, like I say, I'll just keep it. Which was my Black Panther. Sorry. This one is Ruskins Penguins by Modern Folk Embroidery. This is what it'll look like when it's done. Well, almost done with all the black stitches. and I've got loads of white stitches to do. This did come on holiday, so it did get a fair bit of progress. It's a nice easy stitch. So I've got the black to do there, black along here, the words in black, and then like white infill and snowflakes to do. And this is on a 32 count mint splash Murano, which I absolutely love this project. My margins are a little bit off. Didn't quite start in the right place, but anyway, it will fit, that's the main thing. And then I've got 4 seasons. I just remembered I lost a project and didn't carry on looking for it, even though I had it in my hand before I started recording. So if it turns up, I'll show it to you. In fact, I just realised where it was. So this one is Barbara Anna 4 Seasons. Sal, I know Sarah from Sew Me Sarah's finished hers. And I'm currently working away on autumn and summer. So autumn I'm using for the Bake Off game, and then summer I just wanted to start stitching it, so that's when I started, which was before the start date for this one. This is 2 on a 32 count Belfast linen in, and it's not what I think it is because I think it's dirty, but it's not. Summer khaki, which works quite well with the colours. Yeah, absolutely love that. It's in Pattern Keeper, although it's a bit wonky in Pattern Keeper because I've got it split me out with threads per page. For the DMCs, which obviously if you highlight it, you can see how many stitches you're doing, things like that. So it's fine in that sense, just not the total number of any particular one colour. And yeah, so this is the last one. So this is G is for Gingerbread, sorry. By Whilst Iris Snaps. This is what it looks like. In fact, this is what it looks like. And this is number 2. So I can't remember if I said last time I showed this, I realised that I was out by 1 stitch over here, and I'd done all round his body and got to the other side and realised he was out. I did actually frog it and redo it in the end, because the white patches on the arms wouldn't have met up properly, and it would look slightly different to the other ones that I'm planning to do anyway. So I decided that the postman's here. So I decided to frog that and restitch it, and it's in the called for weeks. And I've got all the finishing bits to do it on a. I didn't know the answers because I managed to get some more. 36 count fabric frere in cream, and it's available from Lakeside Needlecraft. And it's not a printed one, so it's just a plain one, but it's lovely to work with. And I've now got this in a wooden hoop because the square nerves I don't know, I just took on it a bit too tight, but it's warped some of the threads in the fabric, but hopefully, I'll say not hopefully, it won't be on show when I come to FFO it. So that's all the Bake Off stitching. And then I've got 4 other projects that I worked on. So I worked on Cabin in the Woods, which I tend to work on when I'm watching Stitchy Sally. We started this for her birthday in December last year, and she's finished hers. And I'm still going on. So this is by Flossibilities. So I got the PDF off her Etsy shop, and I'll probably do the same once it's released for not a Shack on the Shore, that's already a project. Shelley in the Shelley, I can't remember. It's got the Borealis going through it. But this is where I'm up to. It's on a 32 count slate Murano, 2/2 with Call 4 DMC. And I have 1 complete tree. Getting on for another one though. The border is all in. The frog did visit for that one. But I need to finish off the border. Still some more stitches left in the border. There's a big thing down here. And the overall piece in between the border is 2 stitches wider, so I just need to be careful when I'm doing the stars where they're going to sit on that. I love it every time I get it out to work on it. And I'm starting to think about plans for next year, how I want to progress with my stitching. I feel like I overrated myself on some of my gift stitches this year, which didn't then allow for me to join sales or just pick up something because I wanted to pick it up. So yeah, we'll see. That's not that one. I've shown Ruskin penguins. So hello Holly. So the release from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, the release is up to part number 3. I'm still doing part number 1. So I got the full kit and the needle minder. This is where I'm up to. It's on a 28 count linen. As you can see, I haven't done the edges. So yeah, just coming up on the big penguin that sits here. And then part 2 is up here, part 3 is up here. I can't remember if it's a 5 or 6 parter. But yeah, so that's that one. I have got the other Hello Trees. Completed one. I don't think I'm quite halfway through the second tree I was doing, which was Hello Sunshine. I've still got Hello Pumpkin and Hello Dear. Was that the one I've done? I can't remember. But I'm thinking I might swap the fabric out on those. So my last project to show today is the Caterpillar Cross Stitch Retreat piece that we got. And this was on a 14 count, I think it's like a pale blue Ada. I have decided to personalise it. We have gone for 604. Although I have a lot of 604. The one that came in my monthly DMC pack from Lakeside is slightly paler than the other 7 or 8 bobbins I've got of it, so I've gone with the one that I had the most of, which is the brighter pink, I think. So as you can see, I've just got a little bit there to do, fill in the rest of this pink, and it is done. And I'll be down to 49 whips. But don't worry, I'm coming straight back up. So the plan is to hopefully get that done. Oh, I've got a random thread there. The plan is to get this done this coming week, if not tonight. Yeah, and I'll be able to start something else. Although really I should be working on Darth Vader and Squirtle, which I think is starting to play a bit of havoc with my eyes, so I'm just trying to take it easy on those. So like I say, I might have to extend the Darth Vader deadline from the 30th of November, because we've got a few weeks to play with, even though I want to do Christmas stitching. Okay, in terms of plans, like I say, Darth Vader Squirtle, I want to start a Norcal Minerva, which is all kitted up ready to go, and Crochet Go Go Autumn, which was from the Cotton and Twine PDF subscription that I got. I've missed a couple of threads, but I've got those now. I'm going to do them on a 32 count Country Vintage Mocha in Murano. So that's what it'll look like when it's done. See, I was missing the brown colour for the fox, so I didn't really want to start it. Otherwise I would have started it sooner. I've got lots of FFOing to do. I want to do something for the Big Girl Pants Challenge, which is from two tall stitchers. So they're challenging us to pick up old whips, sink 25 stitches in, see how you feel, or FFO that project that's been sat there. So yeah, I've got a number of UFOs. Some just need some back stitching, and I know I've mentioned it before, so yeah, I have time to put the Big Girl Pants on and just get on with it. I think 2 of them are dangerously close, although I haven't got them out to being finished. Yeah, this is not all of it, there's one more that's not in here. There's some I've completely forgotten about, so that's Beach Bliss. I want to get 25 stitches into that. Contemplating restarting it, see how I feel when I get it out. And this is one of the ones. Yeah. So this is Sleeping Labradors, and it's an anchor kit. It's quite a few years old. It's got to be at least 15 years old, if not more. It's on a 16 count white Ada. I've just got to backstitch 2 puppies, literally 2 puppies. So yeah, that's on the Big Girl Pants list. In fact, I've already started stitching half of the second puppy. Hey ho. I think part of it is I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it when I've backstitched it. And the other one I know is in here. There's going to be a zip here, sorry. I also realise I've got like loads of hoops and needles and needle minders. This needs a really good wash. So this is circa cross stitcher. Where are we? November 2001. And I'm pretty sure I started it around that time. I literally have the back stitch in Magpus to do, and then it will be done. And this is manky as hell and needs a damn good wash. I think it's been sat with a hoop for quite a while, so I want to finish back stitching it and then wash it, but I'm just slightly nervous too, but I've washed things before and it's been fine. I think it's just the age of this. I can't remember the last time I got it out either. So I think if I can get, I don't know, if I just spend, I'm worried about these needles now that's on the outside. Yeah, I think I just want it finished now. Can't remember if I stitched it with Anchor or DMC. It would have been whatever it was called for. Anchor. I still do have a fair bit of Anchor. There's even a pair of scissors in there as well. Yeah, I've got odd. Yeah, there's still more in there. So yeah, that's almost done as well. I think that's back stitch. This was a sow, which I did 2 parts of. That was a full coverage, which I did a tiny bit of. So I'm thinking, yeah, I've already de-kitted all the threads. I think I just need to call it a day on the project. Bagged, easy bobbing, and the fabric. I'm off at a slight tangent. This is a Charts and Charms pack from Dimensions. Got 1998 on there. It could be around that time, because I remember getting this when I was at uni. Yeah, this is when you get it out and go, what have I got left to do? I think it's all this bit up here. I love the wolf coming out there. Yeah, I've actually got to finish trees. So that section there is the bit that's missing. And then sew on all the charms. But this is it's a navy Ada. It's either 18 or 16, I think. This is the same packet. Can't see from the chart. Yeah, this is another one, literally just backstitch to do, and it's tiny. Oh no, hang on, I've got the other cat to do. This, I mean, this is going to be, it's 18 count Ada. Before we even got the extra 1993. So this is a very early DMC kit for me. So I don't know, I've got more than 2 cats to do. And the pattern is handwritten. It's that old. I'm that old as well. So this is Country Companions. Now, I finished that one and sent it somewhere years ago. And there's no copyright year on this, but it's a DMC kit. And I did start my second one. So that's the Posty Hedgehog. Just trying to see if it comes. It came with all the cards and to do them, or to make them up. I've got to say this has got to be vintage as well. It's got to be like 90s or whatever. But I can't see a year on there. And then besides this one, I've got Introverted, which is a Silver Creek one. I was trying to stitch on a sweater and didn't like the way the grey was showing up. I must have kitted this one myself. It's a massive piece of black Ada. You're asking me what are we looking at? Magic Moon, Near Northern Treasures Collection. It's a big unicorn, and this will be 2002. I must have kitted this up myself, so I think it's got all no DMC. Must have discovered DMC by that point. No, that's not the bottom of the chart. About another bit to go there. I've not quite got the legs kicking out the front. So yeah, there's a long way to go on this piece. And it is massive. Don't know. Can't remember if I've ever actually stitched another unicorn, which I don't think I have. I've done horses coming out of the sea, which I can't remember if I've shown you or not. I think that one's a Dimensions kit. I've completely veered off plans. That's where I was, plans. Although I've buried the whole. Might have to pause a minute. Right, back. So before I move on to haul, I just wanted to tell you a little story about a cup of tea behind me, next to my projects. So I managed to get, it's not fully out. A load of tea on one of lovely Pauline's bags. It's not fully come out. So I've managed to wash, air dry it and iron it. It's not quite in the same condition that it was, but it's good enough. And the tea stain's faded. I might try and wash it again. But I did take off the ribbon and button that was on there, but just so you know, if you do have an accident, you can wash them. Yeah, don't recommend it though. The other project, so the project inside was fine, and the other project bag or portfolio that took a hit was my tiny little fox case. But given it's a darker fabric, it didn't really show, so I kind of let that one go. Let it dry and let it go. So yeah, they can be washed. Yeah, the carpet on the other hand, we're trying. And I just realised, I'm sure you were on the wonk, and I'm really sorry. The whole thing's like tilted. What else? In terms of other plans, FFO in, Big Girl Pants Challenge I've mentioned. I want to kit up Deadly Aquarium. My son would like that for Christmas next year. And I don't think I can't remember if it was monthly or bi-weekly releases. And there's 13 parts, so I'm hoping I can get it done without too much trouble. And then I've got the 2 Jingle Ball, that's the other thing. So I signed up to Jingle Ball, and I signed up for Hands On Design, Stand Up for Santa, and the Gingerbread Needlebook. So they're the 2 I'm planning to do for Jingle Ball, which is I want to say Friday the 5th, but I'm not entirely sure. It's that weekend though, of December. I am going to say bye if you don't want to stick around for haul. There is a fair bit of it. I'll show you the Jingle Ball first and the Babara Anna, which the last part came out today. So I already ran over and got that. So yeah, so bye if you're not staying. I'll see you in a month. So I plan to record the end of November. So that'll be the weekend before Jingle Ball, so that'll be fine. And then it'll be Christmas. Yeah, not sure what I'm doing for Christmas yet. Righty-ho. Told you there was quite a bit. Right, let's do. So I got the fabric from Floral Shell. I couldn't find a 20 count linen. I have gone for an 18 count Floga, which yeah is what the Hello Sunshine and that lot are on. Could have just borrowed a piece of that. Borrowed, redirected. That's what it'll roughly look like. I'm not sure if the printer might have slightly butchered it. You can use pearl cotton or you can use 4 strands of DMC. I'm wavering towards using the DMC, and there's 1 whisper thread in there which I do actually have. I just need to get it out. And it sounds like we're going to be finishing it in class with sewing machine and iron. So we'll see how we get on. Classes are available for 30 days, so you don't have to watch it live, and I think it's like 8-9 PM at night, so I don't really want to get the sewing machine out at that time, especially if my kids are sleeping in the room next door, or above me, so I can't win. Whichever direction I go in, I'm probably going to disturb them. So I'll probably just hang out in the chatty rooms instead. This one is Gingerbread Needlebook. She has included a bonus chart in there, which I've not got an image for. So this is Gingerbread Needlebook and goes with the gingerbread house from last year. And I pulled out the only bit of Fox and Rabbit that I have actually, which is 36 count baked clay. So we'll find a place to put him on. 1/2 or 2/2, I haven't decided yet. I need to check out what threads I need for it as well. Oh, she's called for I think they're all weeks. Yeah, weeks. So I might do a DMC conversion for that. We've got the template in there. It's all primitive. Is it primitive hair? Ooh. Fabric. Yeah, Blackberry Primitives. I ordered some bits from Cowslip Workshops. Oops. As things go flying. So I couldn't get the exact one. I ordered Blackberry Primitives wool in chocolate and then in mocha. That's quite it's not quite an even dye, definitely not. Don't know how well that's going to pick up on camera, whether it's getting blown out. And then this is the other one. Yeah, which is a lot more even in colour. That's for the inside. Well, I think it's meant to be a linen rather than a wool. I have to go back to the drawing board. And then for the other pouch bit, I ordered the Blackberry Primitive Sandy bundle. So we've got this one, this one, this one, and then this one. And I think shipping wise, I'd gone over the next boundary in terms of what I needed to pay shipping wise, so I thought I'll add a couple of bits in. It's not going to cost me any more shipping. But I found these cute buttons that they had. They're all wooden buttons. So we've got bees, hearts and flowers. Really happy with those, so I'll use those for finishing. Trying to get everything back in now. Super fast delivery, really happy. Not used them before. Tied up, this is going to go everywhere. Ugh. So I'm just going to leave, sorry for the crinkling, I'm just going to leave that in there. The other thing I want to pull out is the other Stacey Nash one I did last year, which was Gingerbread House, which I barely started, so that never got done. So the two jingle ball bits. In terms of Babara Anna, so that's autumn. That came out about 2 weeks ago. And this is the new Dreaming Girl Cell she's got running. And then winter came out today. So this one you can still buy for €2.50. I pay by PayPal and you don't pay any fees on top of that because it'll convert it to pounds. And you know how much you're paying as well. Whereas the rest of them are now €5 or €5.50. But they're all available on her Ko-fi shop, which you can find the link on her Instagram page. And I've got mine all kitted up with a 28 count country vintage mocha in linen. I forgot what the linen's called, it's not Belfast. Brittany? Possibly. So I signed up for the Caterpillar Cross Stitch All Stars membership, which will get me priority access to the retreat and a discount, and then extras like patterns and whatnot as well. So that's get near reminder with that. We get additional newsletters. We don't get a discount off subscription boxes or the advent calendars, but we get like an extra Facebook group, newsletters, charts, £10 off an order, that's one-time use, and live stitching events, which the last one that I missed was sort of centred around Australia, so it's 9 AM here on a work day, but like 7 PM in Sydney. So the UK centric one was in March, and then the US one was July. My phone just buzzed. So yeah, I think we get another pattern soon, and the tickets for next year's retreat are on for All Star members 29th of October, for everyone else the 30th of October. So I'll be sure to be hitting that button. Right, okay, what else came? So after the Summer of Stitching from Cotton and Clay, Laura, she sent us an email saying, would you like any extras to go with what you received in your box? And I said, oh yes please, can I have so I went with the Beach Hut one. So I've got a scissor fob Beach Hut, and then the ring bling one with the thread drops, and I also got the cupcake one. So I think these, very crinkly, take this one out. So I think these go on sale. We've not got in. I think they go next year. They've not got exclusive on them until then. So that's the strawberry cupcake one, and I also went for the ring bling as well. I definitely want to stitch some more strawberries next year, either in the shape of strawberries or the actual strawberries. And I seem to have gone down a very beachy, summery rabbit hole this summer and bought lots of things that are summery and then not really had time to stitch them. Like Shack on the Shore, and then the Historical Sampler Company, like the bird boxes, I guess that's more springy. And then Love Puppets, the house with all the flowers, and I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, I've definitely got quite a few summery things I'd like to stitch. And we also got a strawberry kit from Little Love Designs. Yeah, so we got the chart for that one as well. Okay, yeah, this is where the don't know what came over me set in, and I've still got one more delivery to come, and I still need some threads. No, hopefully I'm not showing my address. So I've been thinking about for ages starting to collect all of the Blackbird Designs anniversaries through the heart. So I've got like a 1, 2, 3 list, and the only one that I didn't seem to have at all was A Wish for You, which is number 3. So I got this from Patchwork Rabbit, and of course it can't travel alone. It came with Heartstring Samplers, Who Let the Frogs Out, and then I suddenly had the horrible thought, have I already got that? Well, you'll soon find out when I give away the second copy, if I find one when I put it away later. So stay tuned, that might be in my November video. Yeah, if I give it away in November, that means I call the winner in December when everyone's doing their whip parades. Yeah, we'll see. Because I normally do a giveaway in December anyway, because it's my Flossiversary, which I feel like I don't get as many entries for, because everyone's either busy or watching all the whip parades, including my own. So we'll see. I could save it for my birthday, which is February. We can do it then maybe. This is an order from Jeff P. Smith on eBay. And I've been trying to keep an eye out for Barbara Anna's. I like the Dreaming Girls, and I went for the Underwater City. Ooh. So I've got that one. And then I like this when it came out, which was the Tiny Modernist Stitched Together, and this is the one they did with Roxy Fosco. So I'll just do like a DMC conversion on that. Hopefully the colours are similar. And then, don't know, I was having a browse and that caught my eye. I was like, yep, I'm going to have that. And it's literally 2 Gentle Arts. That's on a 28 count buttercream by Lakeside Linen, so I'll probably change that. And it's been finished onto a Lone Elm Lane shaker box, which I seem to remember. Oh, I've forgotten the name. I swear someone I watched on Flosstube said they're not making anymore, but I could be wrong. And then obviously heavily influenced by Flosstube. I like the idea of doing this on like a long scroll. So I went and purchased that, which is Jardin Privé ABC de la Bruges. showing my limits of my French. If you like this, the Cheshire Stitch, who's stitching this at the minute. And I'm sorry, I'm blanking on your name. I want to say Lynn, but I think that's a Lancashire stitcher. Sorry, just making sure I wasn't flashing my address. Right, so they're in there. I saw Hot Trotters on Instagram, making stickers. I had some gorgeous fabric, so I decided to go for a project bag. So these are made to order, came in about 2 weeks, really happy. My scissor charm will follow along afterwards. Not scissor charm, bag charm. So that is, I was going to use it for one of my existing projects, but I might use it for my Christmas stitch alongs, which I'll talk about in a minute. She did send me 3 stickers, which I'm hoping, yeah, they're all in there. I was definitely order again, really happy with that. Next, right, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 stitch next. This all came. So this 1, 2, 3 stitch order came about because I really wanted to get the Threadworks Night Garden kit, right? So I got, oh, where is it? So Ink Circles Forget Me Not. Madame de Donna Sound of the Night Garden, and she's got her shown as being like a sewing set. Night Owl by Stitchy Prose. And there's another one, which is the one that I really wanted, was Tiny Modernist again. So they all use the same threads. Not sure what fabric I'm doing it on yet, although I've got an idea. Every time I look at it I go, oh yeah, that fabric, and then forget again. So I only got the 4 of them. I wanted to stitch the koala for my dad, so I've got that one, which is A Year in the Woods 2, number 3, and I got 2 of the weeks. But what I hadn't realised is I'm probably going to need 2 skeins, so I have actually ordered 2 more of each of them from Lakeside, just in case there's any dye lot issues. And then Blackberry Lane's Winter Owl, which I think is the one that sits behind Lynn the Lancashire Stitchers videos. But it's got like petite treasure beads, DMC, yeah, I don't think it's quite as easy as it might look, so we'll see. we'll see. I've absolutely loved this for ages. Artsy Housewife, you've got this, and I have ordered some of the classic colourworks that are in there. I just picked out the ones that I thought really gave a vibrant difference to the piece. So where the blue mug is, and the dark brown, I think, are the ones I've gone for. I picked up my first Satsuma Street kit. I do have some patterns. I've got the funky chickens and the other one that goes with it. So this is Nevermore. And it comes all the threads. So I've never stitched one of Jodie's pieces before. I'm looking forward to it. And then wouldn't be complete without some milk out. So I've got Gingerbread stocking and To Go, which is an autumn collection one. Which I love this. I've taken it in and out my basket that many times, and then I felt like I wanted to have 12 projects for Christmas. So that's been my 12th project, I think. If I don't start anything else. Well, to Halloween, penguins count as Christmas? In which case that would be a 13th. Well, I did quickly finish a Mill Hill project last year. This is from the Wool Warehouse, which I hadn't realised was so close to me until we were out shopping for carpet. So I wanted to find out what fabric I was stitching the button box on by Blackbird Designs, and then realised it was, oh man, Vintage Summer? I think it's called Vintage Summer, which is this one, which is 3609/2349. This is in a Belfast 32 count linen. I thought I remembered hearing that it was discontinued, so I might have bought two. And then I also picked up Vintage Sand, just to add to my collection. So it's like a almost white with a little bit of grey in. So I picked up, so there's just the odd DMCs there. So Grishetta Go-Go, Blue Geisha, and I think it was one of the Babara Annas that I needed a couple of threads for, and one of them crosses over both projects. I had a quick look around their sale fabric. I can't remember what this is called, but I love it, so I was going to make a project bag. It's either a Hoblum Rose or what's the other one? Oh, Dashwood. It's one of those two, because this is a Dashwood. I looked at both of them. And then this is the other, this is all camping. So I make myself a little project bag for when I go camping. I also, yeah, so my last piece of haul was Model Folk Embroidery Quintessential Phrygian Smalls, which I've buried. Just a second. Which is this one. Definitely craving some red stitching. So yeah, so I've got that. I did think about pairing it with 28 count cashel linen in white, and I got these sulkies for Christmas, which is the red collection. So I did think about using those. So sulky 12 weight, I wasn't sure about, because there's some back stitches, whether that be okay with, so you've got the full crosses and then you've got back stitch. I'm hoping it might be a bit thick for the back stitches, so I'm not sure whether I might have to use a bit of DMC with it or not. But I haven't started that yet. I've used Sulky before, but only very briefly. I think I stitched my name. Oh, I did Teresa Kogut freebie, create every day. I think that was partly Sulky. So I've used it before and didn't have any issues with it. Yeah. So life has been headachy this week, which is why I've not touched Darth Vader. Enough to send me over the edge. But I did pick up and do a lot of work on the Retreat Priest, which is a 14 count Ada, so I found that quite easy just to keep going on that. I was trying not to look at tablet as well, so it's a paper pattern. What else have we done? We've done survival camp. That was okay. Not too wet, not too cold. And a 5-mile hike, which was very windy. Yeah, the kids are off next week, so that's why I've filmed this week. And yeah, got to apply for the youngest's high school, or secondary school in this country. Secondary school. I always say high school because they named it high school, but really it's a secondary school. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else to say other than maybe start rambling. So I'll say bye for now, and should be back in November, end of November, for my update. So that'll be 4 or 5 weeks. So it's been 4 weeks since the last one, so I should have really done it on the following week, but like I say, kids are at home. Hopefully I'll get this edited up to date and up for you. And I'm saying again. So bye for now, happy stitching.